Good evening and welcome to Next on NewsVision. I'm Peter DeWetter.
And I'm Jordan Cerullo. Thank you for joining us.
Hundreds of rockets were launched into Israel by the Palestinian military group Hamas less than 2 weeks ago. They were fired from the Gaza Strip.
In response, Israel declared war on Hamas and launched an offensive on Gaza. It has now been more than 10 days of fighting and thousands of deaths.
On Saturday, October 7th, Hamas executed the surprise attack against Israel. As of today, the death toll in Israel has reached 1,400, and at least 27 Americans were among those killed in the attacks.
In Gaza, at least 3,800 people have now been killed by Israel's counterattacks. Thousands more are injured on both sides. We will have extensive team coverage and updates on the crisis and reactions from the South Florida community tonight at 7.
This week, American citizens began returning home after being trapped in Israel 4 days. The first plane full of U.S. citizens landed at Tampa International Airport. The flights are not only bringing Americans home, but also bringing supplies to Israel. Governor Ron DeSantis and other legislators are providing funds for the retrieval process. Tune in at 7 to find out who Florida partnered with to bring residents home.
Here at the University of Miami, the war is having an impact on the student body. We spoke to several students on their reactions to the attacks and how they have been affected by the conflict. Students tell us they are worried they may soon receive tragic news about friends and family on the front lines.
Seeing innocent people die on both sides. It doesn't matter if you're Jewish, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, if you're Christian, like no one should have to go through this. And my friends are being deployed on the front lines, to defend the Jewish state.
We have more student perspectives coming up later tonight.
Hundreds of students are also coming together at the Brahman Miller Center for Jewish Student Life to mourn and to pray. University of Miami Hillel and Chabad have held several events to honor the lost lives and those who are still missing. Some have been held in the Hillel building and others at the Rock Plaza in the heart of campus. Miami Mayor Daniela Levine Cava attended one of the events and spoke with the mourning community. Hear what she had to say about the conflict tonight at 7.
The Aventura community has also come together in support of Israel. Hundreds of people attended a rally hosted by the Greater Miami Jewish Federation. Attendees expressed their support of those in Israel. The event welcomed several Miami-Dade County leaders. We will take you to the rally on tonight's NewsVision show.
One Miami gym is teaching children boxing skills to help them outside of the ring.
The gym aims to move away from the violence boxing brings to those learning it. Sports reporter Taryn Jacobs is with us in studio.
Taryn, what more can you tell us?
While fighting is often viewed in a negative light, boxing can be used to build resilience in life. Julie Glassman has been teaching kids the sport of boxing since 2014. She says she teaches them to fight so they don't have to. Julie's Kids is a boxing program at South Beach Boxing Gym. Alongside head trainer Romeo Montana, Julie gives kids an opportunity to channel their anger while learning some life lessons along the way. Tonight on NewsVision, Ryan Marshall gives us an inside look into Julie's Kids and how her program has been impacting the youth inside and outside the ring. Sports anchor Wyatt Kopelman will also take a look at last week's football game against UNC tonight at 7.
Thanks, Taryn. I wish my parents would have put me in a self-defense program at that age.
Absolutely. It sounds like a very constructive and positive program. And on that note, we go to weather.
Meteorologist Charlotte Carl joins us now to tell us more about the beautiful weather.
Charlotte, is this nice weather staying with us?
Peter, it definitely is through the weekend. Right now we're sitting at 83 degrees here in Coral Gables, 64% humidity, which is why it has been feeling so beautiful outside. The good news is that dry air, which is represented in this blue color, is here to stay. We have a bit of that moisture returning Saturday afternoon, but the good news is dry air returns following that on Sunday, so it's going to be a beautiful weekend. One thing that we're also keeping our eye on, the Center for Climate Prediction issued their winter outlook. We're going to have a wetter than average winter. Quinn Davidson will have your full 7-day forecast and more at 7.
Thank you, Charlotte. Looks like we've got a great show ahead of us tonight on NewsVision. Don't forget to tune in at 7 p.m.
Thank you for joining us for Next on NewsVision. We'll see you back here next week, live at 5:30.